Thanks to Danny for holding the ropes this morning while I got myself sorted out. You're listening to BCFM, it's Anneka here, and I have a guest in the studio who I've just been told I'm not allowed to tell you his real name.
No, you can. But
it's Old Pops.
My music name's Old Pops. But yeah, if you can call me Pete as well. That's...
So why did you choose Old Pops?
Well, it's my grandson's name for me is Pops, and I thought, what a great name for a performer. But when you tried to register Pops, the whole system just went wah, wah. But then I thought, well, Old Pops, and it said ding. So I thought, yeah, why not? My wife hates it. It makes me sound like an old
bit of a
whatever.
That sounds like someone's granddad.
Well, I think for my stage shows, I haven't done this yet. I've done 3 stage shows, but I think I'm actually going to come on like an old Clive Dunn with a cloth cap and look really granddaddy, because I don't play with live instruments. I do everything on GarageBand. I have played with a live band, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And actually all my tracks are prepared on GarageBand, and I love just performing with just me. So I love this idea of bringing on my laptop in an old sort of shopping trolley.
Fun, okay.
And then getting it out, putting it all on, strip all the old clothes, and here's Old Pops!
Okay, so something more glitzy underneath.
Well, yeah, fun. I'm relaxed, glitzy.
Oh, cool.
Fresh.
So a bit of a theatrical sort of performance.
I've done a lot of that over the years. I've been a female headmistress.
Oh, right.
And I was so good that our next door neighbour, lovely old Sheila, came to see the show, and at the end of it she said to my wife, "Where was Peter?" I didn't see Peter, and I was standing beside her in my fishnets and my bosom, and she said, "Oh!"
Fantastic. Fabulous. So tell us about your connection with Bristol. You live nearby, don't you?
I grew up in Belfast.
Okay.
I'm a Belfast boy. Went to film school at Bournemouth, met my wife, lovely Liz. I've been married 42 years now.
Wow.
My God. We decided we then after film school we moved to London, but we didn't want to bring up kids in London. And I was BBC staff at that point, so I then looked around all the BBC sites and I found Bristol. And my God, that going up White Ladies Road, I still remember it to the day. Liz and I arriving in Bristol, going up tree-lined White Ladies Road, seeing BBC Bristol, knowing that David Attenborough worked there.
Yeah.
And it was just my heart, because he was such a hero, and I've ended up working directly with him, going to his house 3 times. Aww. And it was just, my career in TV couldn't have been better.
Oh, wow.
But I then retired 3 years ago, and I have a YouTube channel, if anyone wants to check that out. It's Chew Valley Films. With I've got over 200 films there now, all about the Chew Valley, and some others as well. But I thought, I've been making this music for all these over 10 years. What can I do with that? I was lying ill in bed, and little Leo's name for me, Pops, popped into my head, and I thought, okay, I'm going to invent Old Pops.
Cool.
So that was last May. And already it's so much. My music producer friend Tom is a bit worried about me because I'm sticking so much music out there. And he said, "No, hold back. You don't want it all at once." But I've got lots. The trouble is, people ask me, "What sort of music do you do?" And basically, I do whatever I feel like. I do. My newest single, Summer Song. I don't know if you've got that up or not, but
we've got Sunny Day, not Summer Song yet.
Sunny Day's slightly more up. It's a really upbeat sunny one. Summer's Day's a laid back one, and then I've got kids songs like Bugs, which I think you've got, and that's just all about us respecting little bugs because they do such an amazing job.
Oh well, let's hear that first, shall we? I'm into bugs too. I'm into things that grow and thrive. Do you know what? I was in Weston-super-Mare last week, and the ladybirds are out.
Well, they're all over our sweet peas in our garden.
Do you understand that? What happens?
It's something to do with the climate.
Yeah, they just kind of hatch on the same
doing
day.
Normal things, let's be honest.
But they have done this for a few years running, and they all hatch on the same day. I mean, you literally
it's like the
on
flying
that
ants.
Day you can't go outside without getting covered in ladybirds.
What natural signals are going on? We haven't a clue. But but no, I absolutely love bugs. And of course, when you've got a 2.5-year-old grandson, you get down on his level. He just loves lying on the ground.
Has he got a magnifying glass?
Well, actually, we do, but he just loves being right down there with them, and that's such a special feeling.
Sweet. But here we go. This is Bugs. Oh, fab. That was super fun.
Yeah. Kids love it.
You were saying that you sort of did an album purely for kids, but adults enjoy it too.
Yeah. I think it's a sunny day. I think you've got is just a really lovely upbeat. I mean, it's not so sunny today, but I mean, one thing I will say is, and you may think, oh yeah, I get it now. I am bipolar. So when I'm up, I'm really up, and I'm buzzing like I am at the minute.
Yeah.
But all February, not February was fine. March, April, May, I was not a dark place, just a very quiet place.
Just low.
I just go introvert.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, what I've realised this time is, because I haven't been doing old pops that long, when I came out of that introvert phase, suddenly I had all these ideas that had obviously been bubbling. So I'm actually doing an album for next year, which is going to be about mental health.
Okay.
And I'm doing the bipolar. Well, my friends said I should call it the Bipolar Express, but I quite like the bipolar roller coaster. And it's just you're on this ride. And actually, I've got to accept that it's me. My dad was badly bipolar. My brother and sister both are. Unfortunately, my brother had a very sad life because he was on such heavy medication and he died last year, which is really sad. But my sister, who's older than me, has had 3 children. And the amazing story with her is she's got to come off her lithium when she's pregnant. She's absolutely fine. The body chemistry changes, but as soon as she has a baby, she has to come back on it or she goes all over the shop.
Wow.
And we're such a weird mix of chemicals and things. And of course, you've got your hang-ups from childhood and all sorts of stuff going on inside us. And therefore, I think just being bipolar is just one of the many ranges of conditions we all have to...
Well, it's good to acknowledge it as well, because I'm sure there's plenty of people out there struggling with that sort of thing.
I'm actually not just putting that album out, I'm taking careful advice but from from experts about, are these songs right? I suppose all my music, I don't want people to feel worse. I want them to feel better.
Yeah, of course. Let's talk about the planet, because you have a track here called What a Beautiful Planet, which we have coming up.
I love that one.
And I know you're a keen environmentalist as well.
Much. It's all, because I've worked on so many wildlife shows. And actually, I've just finished a film about a lovely wildlife producer, Richard Brock, who sadly died at the end of the year. And he worked with David Attenborough a lot. He did the first David Attenborough series for the Natural History Unit. And he was one of the first people to say, look, this planet is falling apart and we've got to do something. Now, that was back in the 80s. Back in the 60s, people were saying it. So I've been aware, for a long time. But it was only sort of when XR and Greta Thunberg turned up and David Attenborough suddenly said, yes, we've got to do something, that the real alarm bells were ringing. And the science is just so clear. I mean, it's not, you don't even need science now. You just have to see the weather and the planet. Our effect on the planet, and there's absolutely no dispute now that we are affecting life on the planet in a big, big way, and not for the better. Now, the truth is, we're going to be the recipients of our own, we're going to cause our own demise. The planet will sort itself out. The planet will keep going on for billions of years. We'll be a dot in the memory. If we want to survive, our species want to survive, we've got to take radical action. And unfortunately, our politicians, and dear old Keir Starmer, who I hoped might come a bit more on board, well, he's singing the old song of, it's got to be growth, we've got to make money. No, we don't. We don't need to make more money. We need to look after what we've got. We need to respect nature. We need to work with nature. And we need to make the planet a lovely place to live, which it already is, but unfortunately not with so many people doing the wrong thing.
Is that the message that comes across in this track?
No,
What a beautiful planet?
Track is, well, it is actually, but it's very, very gentle. And it's just 3 lines. What a beautiful planet. Why would you want to harm it? We must all think of all the children. I can't remember the lines now. We must basically all look after it. That's it.
Beautiful. Let's hear it.
What a beautiful planet. What a beautiful planet. Why would you want to harm it?
Beautiful, really lovely, sort of mesmerising track. What a beautiful planet by...
My friend Sally is a lovely, lovely woman. They did a summer solstice last year at the Stones in Stanton Drew, and she did harmonies with my piece, and we got 4-part harmonies of people just singing that around the Stones in Stanton
Beautiful.
Drew, and it was gorgeous.
Oh, lovely.
Moved me to tears.
So, Old Pops, when's your next gig?
Well, I'm doing a lovely little session in Chew Magna Church on, I think it's either 13th or 14th of September as part of the Nature Festival. They've organised a lovely photographic competition of people celebrating the Chew Valley, the nature of the Chew Valley in photographs, and I'm doing a session there. I haven't actually organised any other gigs after that yet, because my plan is to bring out a couple of singles and then a new album called Chew Valley Stomp, which is they're all techno tracks, but all name-checking places around the Chew Valley. So there's Bishop Sutton Bop, there's Denny Lane Drive, and also Dancing Around the Valley. And I just want people filling a room dancing, maybe do a matinee with lots of kids leading up to Christmas, and then an adult in the evening. And I think it'd be fun.
So this is in September at Chew Valley?
They'll start coming out around then, but I probably won't have any gigs. Well, the Nature Festival is in September.
Yeah.
I'll be doing some gigs between then and Christmas.
Oh, fun.
And the album come out at Christmas.
And how do people find you online?
Well, the best place, if you wouldn't mind, is going to Bandcamp, because I actually make some money there. I don't make money off Spotify. I'm on Spotify and Apple and everything else. I'm also on YouTube. But anyway, my Bandcamp link is oldpops.bandcamp.com.
Brilliant. They can find all your music there.
Yes, please.
Oh, it's been great to have you here on BCFM.
Well, thank you for having me. It's lovely to meet you.
We're going to have another track from Simi Singh here called Lament for the Earth, so staying in the theme. Here we go.